Hi everyone, it's Bae bringing you Captain Tsubasa Dream Team, and I would like to go over the global version, although I'm showing you the Japanese version. And what I would like to talk about today is something I think it's going to be very useful for everyone who's playing the global version, because I'll be talking about the future, because you know where I come from, right? I live 6 months ahead of you guys. It's a bit shortened because Club Games is changing the directions, but still I've come from the future. Anyways, let's cut the crap and let's get to the topic, because it's gonna be long. So what I'm gonna talk about today is passive skills. Yeah, now that it's on the global version, and I know most of you, I think many people were happy to get some old characters be like enhanced and everything, but I'm sure there's some people who lost these characters in the past already because they taught these skills to the newer ones, right? And they no longer have this character. Like, for example, Green Santana, he's now like super duper strong, and Red Misaki as well, he's super strong. So to avoid these things to happen, since I come from the future, why not tell you guys what's gonna happen, right? Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Go over all the passives that's on the Japanese version today, so that for those who have these characters, you will want to keep them. Yeah. Okay. I think this is gonna be very useful, because if I want to know this as a player, playing the Japanese version, I want to know what's coming up next, and if I knew this, I won't have to lose some important characters, right? So I think this is going to be really helpful and useful. So yeah, please watch this video very carefully, or till the very last, because I'm going to go over every single one of the characters who has passive. And first of all, before I go on, right, these are I made a list, and on the right there's the rank, and this rank is my perspective after using them or playing against them. It's from my experience, based on my experience. So some people might have different opinion, I don't know, and that's fine, but yeah, this is how I feel. I might change it in the future, I don't know, but this is how I feel. And I am so the ones that's colored in red, or I should say orange, pink, I don't know what, but yeah, these are the characters to come. That's not in the global version yet, and it's on the Japanese version. The ones with the white cell are the characters that have or do not have passive yet. But why are they differentiated for the ones that have passive is because these characters come with passive from the beginning. So I don't think I should go over these, right? Because by the time you get it, you already have the passive, so who cares? Yeah. And the ones that are colored in gray are the ones that came to your version, like you can see in this screen, Red Misaki. So on the left, the name of the character, and then second it says version, and then in the parentheses, or I forgot, brackets, was it main skills? So to let you guys know, it's better to call them with what they have as a main skill than their subtitles, because I don't even remember, right? So I will go with that, okay? And then the passive skills. What kind of passive skills? So by far, first comes the it's like one of the best passive character, Nankatsu Tsubasa, Red Tsubasa with the drive shot S. His passive will be all parameter will go up by 20% when he matches up against Japanese characters. Okay, this limitation is a bit limited, because what if the opponent has all these foreign characters like Schneider, Kautz, whoever, Marius, Chester. But the thing is, there's so many Japanese characters in the game, obviously because it's originally from Japan, and one of the strongest goalkeeper, and I've been telling you guys the most important position in the game is goalkeeper, and is Wakabayashi, and there might be the new Wakashimazu, because there is one in Japan. I don't know if this is really gonna come, because there are some issues around rights, but there should be, because Wakashimazu is one of the key characters in the manga or anime. So I'm sure there's gonna be many more Wakashimazus to come. So this, VS Japanese characters 20% will work very good against many characters, many strong characters. And I've played with this character, and I don't know, for those who know the Japanese version, it's easy to understand, but today one of the strongest goalkeeper is Wakabayashi, green Wakabayashi, which is not on the global version. And this, my red Nankatsu Tsubasa drive shot, only level 4, will kill this Wakabayashi, who is supposed to be super strong, and his SGGK is like level 30. I made out of this Wakabayashi so many times already with the level 4 drive shot because of this boost. So that's how strong. Originally, already this Nankatsu Tsubasa, red Tsubasa, is strong, his stat. And after this boost, he'll have like 21,000 offense, like 19,000 defense, 19,000 physical. Yeah, you get how strong that is, right? That's like better than fast. Better than fast, right? Yeah, that's how strong. But the limitation is when he matches up against Japanese. Yeah, that you should be careful of. Okay, next comes green golden duo Misaki. This very recently, together with this red Tsubasa. No, sorry. Golden duo Tsubasa. This is Tsubasa section. Sorry, I messed up. So this came a bit before this time's update for the Japanese version. And what it does is his whenever he uses his golden duo, the distance. Well, it doesn't have to be golden duo. Any 1-2 skill. The distance that brings him after he finishes the skill will go longer by 50%. So he will run 1.5 times farther than how he used to. Yeah. So I tried this one when I used it on top of the center line. Okay, and then it went to like almost very near to the penalty area. That's very far. So if that's from the center line, on the center line. So if you go a bit forward and then use the skill, then you're already in the penalty area. That's how far he could go with just one skill. That could be unique, and there might be occasions where you can use this, but to be honest, because his stats overall isn't that high, what's he gonna do after he gets so close, right? All he can do is pass basically. So that's the problem with him. So I would say this passive skill is B rank. Yeah. And then I move on to Hyuga. So today you have nothing yet for Hyuga, but on the Japanese version, the red Neo Tiger Hyuga, Neo Tiger Shot S Hyuga, will have all parameter 20% VS block. What that means is, whenever the opponent, when you match up against the opponent, if the opponent does block, right? Whichever skill Hyuga uses, it doesn't have to be shot. It could be dribble, it could be pass. All his parameter will go up by 20%, which means any of his skills will be boosted because his parameter is up, right? Yeah. So, well, basically, normally, because he's a forward, he'll most of the times match up with opponent defender. So, and what you want to do as a forward is shoot, right? So, when you match up, all you probably have to do is shoot because you know that even if they block, right, you'll get 20% boost. So it's easier for you to pass that defender. And if he doesn't block, he'll whatever. If he does tackle or like if he does interception, you're shooting, so you have advantage already. So it's less risk for Hyuga, as long as he shoots. So, but the thing about this, I rank this skill as A. And why not S is because I found out that this type of skill, or even the other skill that's on your version already, I think, for some, I forgot who. Wait. Hold on. I'm checking the global version right now to see who had this passive. Oh no, nobody. Okay, so I found out that this Hyuga's boost, 20% boost, will only work to that opponent who does block. Yeah. So if the next opponent doesn't do block, it goes back to normal. And when moreover, when you're shooting, so it's gonna at the end reach the goalkeeper, right? The boost doesn't last till the goalkeeper, so because goalkeeper doesn't obviously block, he could only catch or punch, right? So this doesn't work. That's how stupid could it be, right? Why didn't they keep the boost until whether it reaches the goal or until the goalkeeper saves it, yeah. So this is the thing. So I would say this Neo Tiger Hyuga's passive is not that good, but it's okay because you could at least pass super strong block. Well, you have a higher chance of passing defenders who have super strong blocks, like Robson, for example. Yeah. Okay. And another passive will come to red Tiger Shot A Hyuga, the black shirt Hyuga. And this is really, I don't think this is good. I rank this C, the worst rank, because his passive is stamina consumption minus 20%. So any skills that he does anytime will need less stamina by 20%. But so what, right? Okay, maybe you could shoot more times, maybe one time more in the whole game. But what difference does that make? Because this Tiger Shot Hyuga is not like a super strong character anyways. Well, if you had something like Santana's passive, things might have changed, but with this I would say nothing will change. Yeah. Sorry to say, but whoops. Okay, so next is Misaki. So this video is gonna be really long. I better wrap it up. Go a bit quicker. Okay, so you have the red jumping volley Misaki. This has become super strong, so I ranked it S. But the next green Misaki, for those who have this, keep it because it's gonna be super strong. And maybe some of you might have seen my match using this Misaki. Yeah, I did a friendly match with another person using this Misaki and the red Nankatsu Tsubasa, but they are crazily strong because I used this golden duo with this. Well, his passive is all parameter will boost by 20% if you use Tsubasa together as a starting lineup. And that's not something difficult, right? He already has golden duo as a main skill, so of course we use Tsubasa together, right? So nothing's gonna be changed. All you have to do is do the same as you used to, and you get the 20% boost for free, basically. So I rank this SS because his parameter, again, like Nankatsu Tsubasa, will be like 20,000, 18,000, I forgot, 18,000 or something like that. So it's like fast. Yeah. And his limitation is much easier compared to Nankatsu Tsubasa, because as long as Tsubasa is there, you get the boost all the way, right? And I tried this golden duo. Although he's green type and he's supposed to be weak against red, I did it against Fest Scouts, which is to come to your version in the future. He has like a really strong interception skill. He's one of the strongest interceptor, but I went through him without critical. I did. That's how strong. You get it, right? Yeah. So that's how strong. And his pass ability or stats will be super high because he's already a good passer without this passive, and with this 20% boost he'll be even better. So even the field pass is gonna be strong, so it's gonna be harder for the opponent to intercept. Yeah. So that's good. Okay. So next is Misugi. So the gray one, the green Misugi now will not be blown away by shots, or even better, he will appear whenever he appears to any shots, he will weaken the shot for sure, 100%. So that's good. I ranked that S. And for what's coming in the future, red Misugi with the overhead block, he will be boosted 20% all parameter if he's used together with Matsuyama. So this is S. Why not SS like Misaki or Tsubasa? It's supposed to be easier than Tsubasa. Why? Because this Misugi's original stats isn't that good. So even if you boost him 20%, he won't be like 20,000, 19,000, 19,000. He won't. He's gonna be okay. Well, strong blocker because his block stats will be around 7,000. Yeah, that's pretty strong. It's gonna be like Ishizaki around. Yeah. But his power isn't as strong even after 20% boost because the original stats was just too weak. I think, it would have been better if he had like 30% boost, but he didn't. So yeah, he's not that good. I don't think even after this passive, not many Japanese users will use him as a starting lineup. I don't think so. Yeah, but the skill is S, I would say. But if you think of the base character, I don't think. Yeah, it might be even A, to be honest. Yeah. Okay, next is Blue Misugi, the junior high Misugi with the tap diving volley S. I don't know if this is already in your version. But yeah, all his parameter will go up by 50% when selecting right skill. What I mean by this is when you match up against opponent, right? You either select from dribble. Well, if you're offense, you'll either select from shot, dribble, or pass, right? So if the opponent does interception when I do pass, the opponent has a better chance of getting it, right? Because he does the right selection. But so here, if you dodge opponent's selection or choice of skills or like action, your all parameter will go up by 50%. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. But like I said for, I forgot who, Hyuga, Neo Tiger Hyuga, it'll only boost for that exact character, opponent character. So right after you finish this, matching up with this character, let's say you match up with like 3 defense and you're doing offense. You dodge the first one, but you don't dodge the second one, you don't get the boost. So it's hard, isn't it? Yeah. So I don't think it's hard to use, I think. It could be super strong sometimes, but one other thing is it doesn't, directly get involved in shots or goals because you don't match up with goalkeepers, right? Goalies. So yeah, that's the thing. Okay, next is Matsuyama, the blue Matsuyama with the eagle shot, the very first one. He will have all 50%, all parameter boost by 50% when selecting right skill. So that's the same with Misugi, blue Misugi. Yeah. I think that's right. Hold on. Who was I talking about? Matsuyama, right? Yep, I'm correct. So that's that. And then comes Nita. Okay, Nita you already have. Soda you also have. So let's go on. And Jito you also have already. And Wakashimazu green, he will have critical rate plus 500%. He will have 5 times more the critical. So I don't know, if 500% boost will be like, he'll always have critical all the time. I don't know that. I haven't tried that yet, but it's gonna be something close to that, I think. So most of the skills he does, or any action he does, he'll have critical, I think, even without the full power. I think. I don't know. I haven't tried this. Yeah. So it's gonna. I would say this passive is really powerful. So I will give him A. But like I said, for many other characters, for some characters, the original character isn't that strong, as you know. So although this passive is good, I don't know if he will be the starter of your team. Yeah, even with this passive. I don't see many Wakashima's users in Japan. This passive came to us like pretty long time ago. I never saw any Wakashima's user, any. So yeah, that's how things are going, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so next is Diaz, you already have. And then comes Pierre. This is, I think, one of the strongest, next, well, at the same level as Nankatsu Tsubasa and Green Misaki, because he gets all parameter 30% boost if used together with Napoleon. So if any Napoleon is in the starting lineup together with this Pierre, blue Pierre, that's from the initial stage, it was in the game from the initial stage, all his parameter will be boosted by 30%. 30, not 20, 30. That means his offense will be like 20,000. His defense will be 18,500 or even above. And his defense will be, physical will be like late 17,000s. Yeah. That's how strong he's going to be. So that's like Fest or equal to Fest or even better. like Tsubasa and Misaki. Yeah, so these three characters, up to date in the Japanese version are the best, have the best passive, I would say. Yeah. Okay, let's go on. Napoleon. So blue Napoleon, that's from the in the game from the very beginning, will have all parameter 50% boost when selecting the right skill, like Matsuyama. Yeah, I think it was. Let me check once again, just to make sure. Yep. Okay, so that's that. And Schneider. Blue Schneider with the Fire Shot S. He will have all parameter boost by 20% when opponent catches. So it sounds good, but the boost only is applied when the opponent catches, which means when you're up against the goalkeeper. That means it doesn't work for defense or any other position. Yeah, but what's important for a goalkeeper basically is whether you have strong catch skills, right? So most of the goalkeepers will use strong catch skills when you shoot. But if they do that, this Schneider will have 20% on top of his stats. That's good. Then after this boost, he'll have like almost 8,000 shot power, and his power will also be like 6,000. So this is gonna be strong. So I gave him S. But the thing is, for players like Wakashimazu, well, it's not on your version. The new Wakashimazu in the Japanese version, it's not gonna work. Yeah, he's no like, you don't have to be afraid of this guy. But for like Wakabayashi user or Mueller user or even Salinas, who will be coming in the global version in the future, they all use catch as a main skill S rank, so it's gonna be tough. Yeah, you'll have to give him 20% boost. Or even though you know that it's gonna happen, you can't punch. You have to catch. So you have to give him this, which is bad. So it's strong. But compared to Tsubasa or Misaki or Pierre, the boost only applies to when you matched up with goalie, and the original stats of him isn't like because you could only look at the shot power. It's at the late 7,000, so that's good, but his power is only like 6,000. Yeah, around 6,000. So I would say he's super strong, of course, for sure, but not as strong as the SS rank characters that the characters I gave SS rank. Yeah. And next comes Aoi at the bottom. The blue Aoi will get critical rate plus 300%, so something similar to Wakashimazu, but 300%. Whereas Wakashimazu had like 500. And green one, lifting dribble S, he will get opponent stamina consumption plus 15%. That's the Soda's, same as Soda. That's already on the global version. Yeah. And Akai, the blue, the very first Akai will have it's hard to read the top text, but it says all parameter boost by 30% when selecting right skills. So it's like Matsuyama, blue Matsuyama, and blue Napoleon, but the boost is going to be only 30%. That's probably because he's defensive character. It's easier for, I guess, defensive characters to guess, I guess. Probably, I don't know. But it's 30% boost. And I gave that B. And Gentile will have the blue one with the right angle defense S, will have all parameter boost by 30% when the opponent is Japanese. That's S. He's gonna be super strong, of course, but it's only Japanese, right? So it was like that for Nankatsu Tsubasa, but the thing is, right, unlike Tsubasa, well, first of all, Tsubasa's original stats too high to compare, and he's always, he's way better than Gentile, but there's not many Japanese forwards that's super strong. Only Hyuga is strong, right? So, and Gentile is defense. That's the thing, Of course, there is a occasion where you match up with AM characters as well, but, as a defender, you should first look at forward. And when you look at forward, non-Japanese are way stronger than Japanese, to be honest. So, if you think of that, the environment surrounding around, I would say, although it's 30% boost and it seems super strong, I have to say, it's not better than S. Yeah, but it's good for sure. For those who have blue Gentile, you should definitely, wait to teach this right angle defense to whoever Gentile, because yeah, it's strong. And then comes Hino, the green not non-fest Hino. He will have all parameter 30% vs Japanese, so it's a upgraded version of Tsubasa, and he's forward, but the original stats of himself isn't that high, so I could only go up to S for him. He's not going to be super duper strong even after 30% boost. I think, of course, club games, when they give this passive, they're calculating how strong it'll be right after the passive. So yeah, the reason why they gave 30 is because he was weak in the beginning. That's the thing. And this Hino only has A rank skills. Yeah. So that's that. And Oiran you already have, and 11, the green 11. So this, too bad for those who were looking forward to the 11 passive, but it's not that good. All centering will be highball. Yeah. This came to the Japanese version most likely because the Fest Hino had this A rank highball shot, jumping tornado shot, which was we were able to level up to maximum because of one event that came to the Japanese version. So I think to utilize this, they brought this 11 as passive. And this, I am a bit, I'm really, I was depressed as well because I like Levin, and Levin is a super strong character. Even this green one, although he's not fast, he's super strong, his stats. So if he had something better, he would have been, he could have been really, really strong, but too bad. Yeah, I gave this passive a C. And next comes Brolin, red muscle block S Brolin. He will have all parameter 50% boost only vs Hyuga. Only vs Hyuga. I think this is, originally it comes from the anime. I think he was really strong against Hyuga. I don't know this part, but yeah. And but yeah, it's okay because Hyuga is, there are many, strong Hyuga like Raiju Hyuga, or like there's gonna be many Hyugas to come in the future. So it's good. Like if you have this Brolin as bench, and if that the opponent's ace striker is Hyuga, then you could always put him from the second half, to match up against him, so that you could kill Hyuga. So there is a way to use him, but because it's so limited, I gave him an A. Yeah. Although it's strong when it comes to Hyuga, yeah, it is for sure. I've used it. I blocked so many Raiju shots with this level 1 muscle block. I've gone against like level 20, 30 Raiju shot. I stopped it with level 1. That's how strong. Yeah. Okay. And I think this is the last page. So no, I already did this, didn't I? Oh no. Okay, yeah, it's a bit duplicated. So last but not least, I think, after Brolin, no, there isn't anybody. So that was it. So how did you like it, guys? I hope it was helpful. So please refer to this video, and make sure, for those who have the ones I went through, be careful when you are if you're about to teach those characters skills to the newer ones, because you might regret it in the future. Make sure to see the passives to come, and then determine. Okay, that's about it for today. Sorry, I totally forgot that there's no music again, but I hope who cares about the music, because what's inside is what's important. I hope it was helpful. Please do subscribe for those who haven't yet, and stay tuned for my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.